Hey guys, Captain Pedro here. Today I'm going to walk you through, you can see all these traps behind me, and if you've been following along on my YouTube channel, you know that we've had tremendous bad luck this year with all of the crabs that are breaking our traps. And I originally was going to do this video really just to kind of follow up and show everybody that's been following along on all of our weekly stone crabbing videos, you know, the process of how to fix it. But I've run into so many people at the marina, out of town. I've ran into a guy at Publix and he said, "Oh my God, you're Captain Pedro. I've got all these broken traps too. What do I do?" And the reality is, so I wanted to take the time to kind of explain it because, you know, if you're a recreational guy, you're doing this for fun on the weekends, you're kind of not immersed in the, you know, commercial stone crabbing business like I am. And so you might not know where to buy all the things or how to fix the trap, you know, correctly. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people, myself included. I've got, you know, probably 200, 220 that are of this bad batch of plastic. It just breaks super easy. I mean, the crabs are just breaking out of them. I mean, it looks like I got hit with a shotgun. And they go in, they eat, and they break out of the trap and they escape. So what you really need to do is you've got to cover the entire trap with either wood or plastic. I myself, I like plastic better because plastic doesn't rot. So once you put that piece of plastic, that plastic is going to last forever. But unfortunately, the way that I've been doing it, and if there's somebody out there watching and you've got a better way, please let me know, because very time consuming for me to cut my own plastic is that I take the blue, like 55-gallon, 50-gallon drums. There's people selling them on Facebook Marketplace. It's super cheap, right? And then I take a grinder and I cut that thing into strips, and then I use, you know, cut them to the length of the traps, as you can see behind me, and then I put that on there. But it's, I mean, you're talking about an hour, hour and a half just to cut one of those tanks into those little, like, inch-and-a-half strips. So that takes a very long time. It's super time consuming. And right now that I'm in the midst of the crab season, I got to get these, they're not going to catch crab here behind me in the yard. I got to get them fixed and I got to get them back in the water. So I need speed. I got to turn them around quickly and I can't waste time cutting the tanks. But if you want to do the tanks in the off season, that's a great way. Or if you can find strips of plastic, you know, that's inexpensive. Those big tanks, they give you a ton of strips. But basically what I've been doing is, for me to feel confident that these traps are not going to break and the crab is not going to bust out of it, I've got to wrap the entire trap with wood, okay? That way I know that when that trap is in the water, the crab is not going to be able to bust out of it. Now, when you buy the wood, you got to buy the really heavily treated wood. It almost looks like it's green when you go to buy it. And if you're unsure where to buy it and you're here in Miami or in Dade County, at the end of the video, I'm going to put the place where I bought the wood, and the wood already comes. It's already cut the 16 inches of the trap, so it's super easy. You don't have to cut it. You just got to put it on all the four sides and you're good to go. So I'll put that at the end. I'm also going to put, there's a lot of guys that use nails. I like to use screws. It is more expensive, but that screw is going to give you an even tighter, you know, secure fit on the trap. So I like to use stainless steel screws. I'm also going to share with you where I buy the screws, because if you go to Home Depot, West Marine, any of these places, you're going to pay $100 a trap to get the screws to be able to fix it. And so you can buy these things for pennies. Now, the key when you're going to do this is you want to be able to wrap the entire trap all the way around like this with wood. Then what I like to do on the front of the trap is that where the escape ring is, because these traps were bought pre the escape ring. Now you can buy the traps and they already have the molded escape ring in there, but these didn't have it. So like many of you, I had to cut the trap to put in the escape ring. So what happens is when you put in the escape ring, now it's not level. You know, the escape ring is a little bit higher. So when you put the wood and you drill it in, the wood is going to crack. So what I like to do for the front is I do have some plastic, and I've been using that on these two little pieces that go right here, right by the escape ring. And what the plastic does is when you drill it in, it's not going to crack. Now, if you notice here on the bottoms, I like to use 2 screws all the way across, and that's because the rope is tugging on this, on the trap out in the ocean with the waves and the current, and I want it to be a little bit sturdier there on the bottom, but everything else, you can put 1 screw. And then I like to put 2 screws down on the escape rings. If it hasn't happened to you, it's gonna happen. These escape rings, they look like they're strong plastic, but they're very brittle to a stone crab claw. Those big colossal stone crab claws, those things can exert 9,000 psi of pressure on their claw, and they're going to crack and break right through that. So I like to put 2 screws going all the way around it to kind of strengthen it, because right there where I cut the trap is weaker because the original slats don't go all the way across. Now, if you're wondering where can I go and buy this wood, I'm gonna show you here. The place is called Titan Lumber, and they sell all kinds of wood, but they have, for the commercial fishermen, they have the wood and it's already cut in 16-inch pieces. It's super easy. All you got to do is just take it out. They come in bundles of 50, and I don't remember, it was like 15 bucks, 20 bucks. It's cheap, right? You open it and you can just put it right on and pre-drill it. You want to make sure that you do pre-drill it, right? Because when you're putting in the screw or the nail, even if you're putting in a nail, I would highly recommend to go ahead and pre-drill the trap, because as you're putting it in, you're gonna crack the wood. And if the wood cracks, then it's no good, it's not sturdy, and the crabs can now break through the inner layer of the trap and then break through the outer layer of the wood. So I like to pre-drill it, and then after it's pre-drilled, then I go ahead and I take my stainless steel screws and I go ahead and drill them all the way in on the trap to go ahead and secure it. Now I'm going to show you a little map here. This is their address. I'm going to put up their address here so you can see it. But if you go to this place, super confusing. I went there. I don't understand how it's possible, but every business on that block has the exact same address. So when you go there, you want to go all the way to the end of the street, and they're going to be there at the end of the street on the north side is the place. And you'll see all the pallets of wood on the outside, and they just got like this chain link fence. But that's the address to the place. Go all the way to the end of the block. So you can buy the wood there at Titan Lumber. You get it super easy. Come home, just cut the little wrap off of it and start putting it on the trap. And then for the stainless steel screws, if you're in Dade County, I know they have 2 locations, one in Doral and one down south close to where I live. It's called American Fasteners. And this place, guys, is, if you know about it, then you know. But if you don't know, this is an unbelievable place to get stainless steel screws in bulk at super cheap prices. So the box of 100 screws that I use for these traps is costing me, I don't know, I think it's like $2.50, $3, something. It's ridiculously cheap. Okay, if I were to go and buy that same box of 100 screws at a Home Depot, West Marine, I'm going to pay $30, $40, $50 for that box. And these are really good marine grade stainless steel. So American Fasteners, and I'll put both of the addresses here in the video so you guys can pick whichever one. But those are the 2 places where I go. I'm sure there's other places, but American Fasteners, I buy the screws, and at Titan Lumber, I get the wood. Then guys, these are all coming in 16-inch wide. But then what I do is I cut a bunch of them, I cut them right down the middle, and those are for right here in the front of the trap where you have the chew out wood. You can't block the chew out wood, right? This is untreated pine, and it needs to be that way per the regulation, so that the crabs, if this becomes a ghost trap, it gets cut off by a boat, they can go ahead and this will rot very quickly and they could chew their way out of it. But if you were to cut this full slat in half, it gives you a perfect piece for right here. You could screw it on, and then you still have enough space here that when this chew out wood goes bad, you could take it off and replace it. So hopefully this video was helpful. And there's so many people, man. I got stopped by a boat the other day, and 3 guys, they each had 5 traps, so 15 traps total, and all of them are broken like this. The only way to do it is to wrap the whole thing in wood or plastic to ensure that these crabs aren't going to break out. So hopefully this was helpful for you. And if you don't have traps and you're following along, thank you. And now you see what we're all having to go through with this bad batch of traps, that just thousands and thousands that were sold out here. I know a fisherman, he's got 800 of them. He bought 800 traps to get all brand new gear, and he bought 800 of these, and the poor guy's dying with them. You know, it's taking about 30 to 40 minutes to fix each trap. So do the math on that, 800 times that. I mean, he's going to need half a year to be able to fix them. And it's so expensive to buy a new trap that you're already, you know, invested with these. So, but guys, thank you for watching. And if you missed the video of our last trip, I'm going to go ahead and link it at the end of this one when we're out commercial fishing. And hopefully I'll see you next week, baby. Let's go.